Yo! Another long form video for you today. This is the second this week. You should subscribe. That's a lot of good content coming your way. And also, there's there's 1,000 shorts coming out just this week. I'm obviously over amplifying how much is coming out, but there's a ton of shorts coming out this week, and also you get this long form video, so you're welcome, my adoring fans. I am a giving god, is what I'm saying right now. So yeah, subscribe. Also, this video, guess I should tell you what it is. It is a top 10 gaming franchises of all time. This is the scientifically accurate list of top 10 video game franchises of all time. If you didn't read the title of the video, I don't know what to tell you. You probably just saw that it was my video and you thought, oh my god, that dude's so sexy, I need to watch his video. That's what a lot of people think whenever they see my videos. But yeah, let's just jump into it with number 10, which is gonna have to be Mortal Kombat. Now, I honestly did not have any actual specific order for these final seven, the first seven, the bottom seven, but I really just, I don't know. Out of all of them, I think Mortal Kombat has fallen off the most. Sorry, I hate to say it. Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat vs. DC was one of the first video games that I actually sat down and played all the way through. Love that game, even though it doesn't really feel like very much of a Mortal Kombat game. Then Mortal Kombat 9 is one of my favorite games of all time. I think Shao Kahn is one of the greatest villains of all time. Not even just in video games, just in general. Mortal Kombat X came out and blew me out of the water. I said, oh my god, that might be the greatest fighting game I've ever played. And then Mortal Kombat 11, didn't really like it. And then Mortal Kombat 1, I haven't played yet. It doesn't look fun to me. The story looks bad. Then the fighting just doesn't look as fun as it was in Mortal Kombat 9 and 10. I've played the original ones, obviously. I've played them at arcades and on the console, on console. I love the original ones. I think they're super fun. Honestly, Mortal Kombat's really sick. Love the lore, love the story, but it's kind of just fallen off lately, to be completely honest. Hopefully we get, I don't know, maybe not even another reboot, but hopefully they course correct with this new Mortal Kombat 1 timeline and everything and get it being really good. I think that would be sick if I could make this go back up into my top 5, because it used to be. It's just that it's kind of fallen off slightly. Number 9 is definitely Tekken. Now, I do promise not this entire list is going to be fighting games. It's just maybe a couple more, maybe just a little bit. Fighting games is kind of one of my favorite genres of video games in general. But yeah, Tekken, love the lore. Literally obsessed with it. It's one of my favorite video game lores of all time. Love the transformations for the main characters and everything. I love all of that. I've only played the 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and 8th game, I think. I think those are the games I've played, and I've finished most of the ones that I started, except maybe the 3rd one, I think. But yeah, it's honestly carried by the lore. Love the gameplay too, obviously, but the lore. Love Yoshimitsu and King. King is my favorite one. King is one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. I made a top 3 fighting game characters of all time video. My god, whenever I first started this channel, so 2 years ago at this point, Jesus. But yeah, I love King. He's definitely my favorite character in this game. But yeah, the Tekken 8, the newest one, just really just set my love for this franchise even higher, even just beyond the normal gameplay and the lore and everything. It's just, I don't know, it's a new obsession for some reason. I freaking love Tekken though. Tekken's great. 8 is BioShock. Now, what I'm about to say should put into a better view for you guys just how much I love all of these games and how much every single game on this top 10 list really deserves to be here. BioShock is perfect. The first, second, and Infinite, all of them, peak. These games are actually so fun. The first one does survival horror so perfectly. It is actually kind of creepy in some moments, which is more than I can say for most survival horror games. I this franchise is so good, and they did the multiversal like mashup type of thing in Infinite so much better than any other franchise has. I genuinely think BioShock is, I mean, there's a reason it's on my top 10 like video game franchises of all time video. I mean, it is genuinely peak. The second one where you play as the Big Daddy is my favorite one. I've played it like 8 times. I love that game so much. It is so fun. And Infinite, even outside of Rapture, whenever you go up to Columbus and everything, it's just so good with the weird, like super religious, creepy cult and everything. It's like a different brand of the same terror, and I love it. Number 7 is Twisted Metal. Now, this is technically a fighting game just with cars. So it is kind of in the fighting game genre. I don't really know what genre Twisted Metal people say it is, but I love all of these games. Literally every single one of them is perfect. I mean, genuinely. I love all the characters. I love Sweet Tooth. I love Axel. I love, honestly, just all of them. Sergeant Rock, not Sergeant Rock. Is that his name? No, that's not his name. Whatever. The cop is really good. All of them are just so cool. Twisted Metal Black. I know not a lot of people vibe with that game, but I think the over the top grittiness and everything is just really, if I don't know, it's really good. And I love the fan theory that it's all in Sweet Tooth's head and everything. I love that theory. But yeah, Twisted Metal overall, we need a new game. First of all, I did a top 10 video game franchises that need a new game, and Twisted Metal showed up in that because, come on, the new series is also peak. One of the greatest video game adaptations, like live action adaptations we've ever had, and it's genuinely, it's the perfect time to make a new Twisted Metal. Please, can we get a new Twisted Metal? Please, all these characters are so good. All the games are so fun. It's just random monster truck nonsense mayhem. It's like a rated R Hot Wheels game. It's awesome. Just genuinely deserves to be in this list. Number 6 is Darkstalkers. Now, this is another fighting game franchise, and I'm very sorry, but this one is completely different from Mortal Kombat and Tekken. These games take a very cartoony aesthetic for both their art and fighting style, and it is so fun. This is another one, I'm sorry, that showed up in the top 10 video game franchises that need a new game, a new reboot, literally anything. And you know what? It still stands as truth. This is the scientific top 10 video game franchises of all time list. So this is scientifically number 6. This is one of the most fun fighting games I've ever played. All of the characters, as a horror fan, I really vibe with all of them. As a fighting game fan, I definitely vibe with them. Their fighting styles, their movesets, literally everything is so cool. Their writing for their like interactions with each other is so fun. The story within the world is just so perfect in every way that it's hard to like really describe how good this game feels playing, like all of the Darkstalkers games feel playing, without you just playing them yourselves, because they do take a very cartoony, like almost rubber hose feel for the fighting and everything, and it just it's so fluid and good. I love it so much. And also the this Darkstalkers, the OVA, has really cool animation. I like it. It's cool. That's why it's the cover and not one of the actual video game like posters. I like this. The OVA has really cool animation style. Also, the lore. You're gonna hear this a lot, but I just love the story. I think a good video game franchise should have a good story, even if it's like, you know, Dark Souls, where you have to look into it. I think Dark Souls does a story really, really good, though, with their like hidden lore that you actually have to go out and look, and like it's basically studying up for a test every time you try to deep dive into the lore. I love it. But yeah, Darkstalkers definitely deserves to be like number 6. We're in the top 5 now, boys. And yeah, number 5 is Splatterhouse. I talk about this franchise all the time, especially the PlayStation 3 game. That is one of my favorite PlayStation. That's my favorite PlayStation 3 game of all time, actually. I think Splatterhouse is a peak, like franchise of like genuinely. It's just really good. I think that Rick Taylor is one of the coolest playable characters or main characters in any video game. To be completely honest, I love his story and how he just takes up the mask to save his girlfriend and everything. And then in all of the franchises, it ends up blowing up in his face. In the first game, you end up having to fight her because she becomes a demon. And in the PlayStation 3 game, I made an edit of it actually with the "I think I'm gonna die in this house" that song. I did a edit of the ending where his girlfriend is actually like possessed. She opens her eyes and they're like the black demon eyes. I love that ending. I think that's a way more impactful ending than actually having to fight her. Like it leaves it on a cliffhanger that you want to see like shown. But they still haven't made a sequel to that game or any other Splatterhouse games, actually, which really sucks. We need a new one, please. Please. But yeah, Splatterhouse reaching the top 5 is a huge accomplishment for something that took this much research. This is years of work right here, finding this most scientifically perfect video game of all time. And I must say, it has earned its spot. Yeah, the first game is actually really fun. It's just a side-scrolling, fighting game. Like you walk and then you pick up weapons and you use them. I made a video not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago at this point, I think, talking about how the original Splatterhouse game with whenever you would hit someone with the hatchet and it does that chong sound is like my favorite sound of all time. Everyone has like that weird sound that like really vibes with them and like lifts their spirits, and it's like it's kind of like ASMR, but it's like better in every way because it's like your specific sound. That's mine right there. I love that sound. I don't even know if what I just described exists for humans, because I'm on a different plane of existence, bro. But yeah, Splatterhouse, absolutely peak. Genuinely, if you haven't played any of them, please play at least one of them. The first game is on PlayStation Store. I know that. PlayStation 3 game is extremely expensive and not on any PlayStation Store or any console store as a whole, which really sucks. They need to fix that like immediately because more people need to play that game. It's just a really fun game. But yeah, all of the games are really fun, especially the sequels. Whenever you get into the sequels of the original games, they get really fun, like really goofy fun. It's cool. I like it. Number 4 spot goes to my boy Turok. FPS is one of my favorite genres, but there isn't like a ton of FPS franchises that I just really, really vibe with. There's only really 2, and they're both on this list. But Turok, if you've watched my videos long enough, or you just know me as a person, you know what number 1's gonna be after I say that there's another FPS on here. If you can guess it, just put it in the comments, and if you guess it, I don't know. I'll give you a shout out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like people should know what my favorite video game of all time is at this point. But yeah, Turok. Love dinosaurs. Love Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat. Basically, yeah, I think this is just a good franchise. Red Seed is the dude's name that you play as in the first game, and then there's like a whole bunch of other his like not ancestors but his secondaries, whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. Not ancestors, but descendants. His descendants that fight dinosaurs. Also, the first one's amazing. Second game's amazing. Turok Evolution is peak. Honestly, all of these games are fun. Turok 3, they're all amazing. And this video showed up on the first video games that deserve a remake or reboot or whatever video, but now we have official confirmation that we're getting one, and the trailer came out for it and everything, and it looks pretty good. It's not first person, it's third person, but they said it's not going to be like Destiny. It's not going to be like a online only type of game like that. So I am extremely excited for it. I hope that it comes out, and I hope that it's amazing. I hope that it brings a whole new generation of fans for Turok, because personally, I genuinely dig this franchise. I think fighting dinosaurs is awesome. I think alien dinosaurs are awesome. This is such a good gaming franchise that people need to get into. And also, the comics don't hurt either. The comics are really, really good. So yeah, please, if you check out any of these franchises, this top four is what you need to check out. Turok, absolutely peak. This next two are gonna be actually genuinely hard for me. Now, these number three and two are some of my favorite franchises. Number one, I knew what it was going to be automatically, obviously. Scientifically speaking, I'm always right. But yeah, number three, I decided to use Silent Hill. I love this franchise. The first, second, third game, love them. There's a new like free thing called the Short Message. It's really fun. You should try it out. It's actually got a really cool story and everything. The Orchid Head is a really cool like boss and everything. I think it looks really cool, really intimidating. I really like it. And then also Downpour. I really liked Downpour. Nobody else liked it, but I did. Honestly, all of them. I think all of them are at least a little bit good. Some of them are bad games, but pretty cool stories. Even the ones that are like stupid, I think are really like funny, good, like that type of thing. Silent Hill is a hit or miss franchise for most people, but for me, it's almost completely a hit because I just love the games so much. And then there are a few that I don't like. I might make a video talking about the entire Silent Hill franchise and ranking all the games. If you guys want to see that, please comment and let me know. Like this video too, and why don't you just go ahead and subscribe too? We're really close to 500 subscribers, and it'd be cool if we get there before the end of this video. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say before the end of this video, we're getting 500 subscribers, okay? Also, I genuinely think the only thing that I don't like about this franchise is that they keep on doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's always Silent Hill 2. They bring back Pyramid Head, even though it's James's monster. It is literally linked specifically to James, but they keep on bringing back Pyramid Head. They keep on trying to make everything Silent Hill 2-esque, even though really none of that stuff should be used other than the nurses, I guess, in other Silent Hill games. Genuinely, I'd stop using Pyramid Head. He's overused. He's losing aura because you use him too much. He, like, genuinely, it was so much cooler whenever he was like James's specific monster, but now he's kind of just sprinkled throughout every single piece of Silent Hill media, especially the movies. The movies are really bad about that, but nobody really cares about the movies other than me because I like the first one. The second one is pretty bad, actually, and the newest one, Return to Silent Hill, is a movie I'm never gonna watch. And if I do watch it, you'll know because I'll probably make a video about it, griping about it, or maybe it'll be peak. Maybe it'll actually be an amazing movie. Who knows? But yeah, Silent Hill, amazing franchise, best horror survival franchise of all time. I would honestly go as far as to say that it's the best horror franchise of all time. Maybe Evil Within could beat it, maybe, but Evil Within is pretty much just a like in your head type of Silent Hill. Like it's Silent Hill. Come on, let's not act like it's not. God, Evil Within is pretty good though. If you haven't played that, you should play that too. But yeah, and also if you haven't played Downpour, please give it a chance. I need other people to like it so that I don't look like a weirdo in the Silent Hill community. Sonic the Hedgehog is number two. Let me just go ahead and give you the lowdown on my relationship with Sonic. I had a PlayStation 2 as my first console, and Shadow the Hedgehog was one of the very first games I ever played to completion. And I loved that game. It was so cool, so edgy, so awesome. It was genuinely one of my favorite games of all time, and it still kind of is. I would love to replay it, actually. I might need to get it so I can replay it. But yeah, that was the first Sonic game I played. Then I played Sonic 1 and 2, the second one having Knuckles, and then I also played on Xbox 360 at my nanny's house. I played the Sonic one where he is the werehog. I love that one. That's a really good one. And then I played all of the original ones, like the Pixel ones. I'm pretty sure, like all the mainline Sonic games. Played the Werehog one. Played Sonic Colors. I think. Let me see here. I played. What was that other one that I played not too long ago? It was. Let me see here. I've just now finished Sonic Frontiers. It's genuinely one of my favorite games of all time as of right now. Like, I just genuinely loved Sonic Frontiers. I've got a whole bunch of videos coming out about Sonic Frontiers and everything, so please watch those videos if you actually care about them. There was another one. Here it is. Team Sonic Racing is an amazing racing game. I still play that. And then Sonic Mania is another one that I played. I think it's a fan-made game that ended up becoming a mainline game. Like, they actually, like, Sega actually was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, and then did it. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with it though. But yeah, I've played a whole bunch of Sonic games. I love Sonic. Sonic is one of my favorite characters. The Sonic world is one of my favorite, like, fictional universes in general. Just character wise and writing wise and everything. I love them. All of them. They're all so peak. I need to do a Sonic character tier list. I keep on forgetting about doing that. I'm also doing a long video later talking about Sonic games that need to be made, and I'll go ahead and tell you one of them. One of them is Big the Cat, a fishing simulator. Like he comes with you, and you level up your boat and your rod and your tackle and everything. I think that would be so fun. And then you just go throughout levels. You can pick whatever world you want, and then there's little missions that you have to do, like catch however many fish and stuff. I think that would be really fun. I've had this idea for a very long time, and I keep on saying it, but no one will listen. Please, Sega, do something about this. Number one was extremely obvious for anyone who actually knows me or has watched my channel for longer than, I don't know, 2 videos. I talk about this franchise at all times. I cannot stop talking about this franchise. I'm obsessed. And that franchise is Doom. Doom! I love this franchise so much, man. Oh my god. Let me go ahead and tell you about my love for this franchise. PS3. I would play nothing but Doom, Doom 2, and Minecraft. Doom is on the same level as Minecraft for my child form. The first Doom game is amazing. One of the very first FPS shooters of all time. I need to make a whole video talking about id Software and their just absolute impact on the FPS franchise as a whole. Wolfenstein was the very first FPS game ever made, then Doom, then all of the Quake games, they did that too. It's not a first-person shooter, but Commander Keen, they also made that. Nobody ever talks about that franchise. Love that franchise. That was another one that was on the video games that need a reboot or something, a video. But let's get back to Doom. Outside of id's impact on the gaming genre as a whole, let's go ahead and talk about the first Doom. Love it. The Spider Mastermind is one of my favorite enemies of all time in the original games. And then you get Doom 2, my personal favorite game of all time. The Icon of Sin was kind of, I don't want to say a sloppy boss battle, but it was very anticlimactic, I would say. But otherwise, it's a perfect game. All of the, not add-ons, what are they called? Like, little side, like, DLC things that people have made. I don't know. It's like maps that other people have made. I love playing those too. Just Doom 2 is a peak game. Like, 10 out of 10 game. Doom 3 is... Actually, no, not Doom 3. Doom 64 is an absolute peak game. The best aura out of all of them. Like, it just has this dark, foreboding presence that really feels like a medieval game. It gives off the same vibe as the Dark Ages, to be completely honest, with, like, the way the maps look and everything. And then you have Doom 3, which came out Now, this is more of a survival horror game instead of a straight up, like, fast paced FPS game. It wasn't horrible, but there was a lot holding it back. This is the only game that I would give less than a 10 out of 10. Because right after that, they started talking about making a new one, a reboot of sorts. And they were saying that it was going to be like Call of Duty. The first trailer came out, it was garbage. Everyone was worried. Then Doom 2016 came out. Dear God, the world was not ready for the sexiness that was the Doom Slayer. Everything about it was absolute peak. It was perfect in every way until Doom Eternal came out. Doom Eternal blew it out of the water and became the one of any FPS player that you ask, anybody that likes first-person shooter games at all, they will tell you that Doom Eternal is at least top 3 FPS games of all times. Like, anyone who actually cares about first-person shooters will tell you that. That's just a fact. Like, this is scientifically speaking one of, if not the best first-person shooter games is Doom Eternal. Then, after Doom Eternal, we got Doom the Dark Ages. Now, Doom the Dark Ages is just as good as Doom Eternal, but in completely different ways. In Doom Eternal, you were a speedster. You were like the Flash. You were like a fighter jet, swinging from the top ropes and bashing your enemies' skulls in. And then in Doom the Dark Ages, the newest one, you're a tank on treads that move fairly fast, too fast to not to be stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a battering ram with a shield. You cannot be touched unless you want to be touched. That is how it feels, and I love it. Doom the Dark Ages, peak. Let me go ahead and tell you everything that I know about this franchise. Doom 1, 10 out of 10. Doom 2, 10 out of 10. Doom 3, honestly, I'd give it like a 8 out of 10. It's still a pretty good game. I do like the game. It's not a very good Doom game, but overall it's pretty cool. Like horror take on Doom. I always wondered what it would be like to have a full-on horror take on it instead of something that's trying to tread the line of horror and first-person shooter still. I really think they should try to do full-on horror again. Maybe a spin-off game with one of the lab technicians at the UAC facility whenever it's actually first invaded by hell. I think that would be a really cool spin-off game, like a little quick, just a survival horror game. I think that would be a really cool take on Doom. But then you got Doom 2016, which is another 10 out of 10. Doom Eternal, which is another 10 out of 10. And then Doom the Dark Ages, which is 9 out of 10. It's pretty good. Doom the Dark Ages is pretty good. 9 out of 10, But yeah, overall, this franchise is absolutely peak. The lore is expansive. The guns you can get is expansive. The armory is expansive. Every single thing about this franchise is absolutely a peak. We have people, and now power scaling doesn't really make a game any better or worse, because people still haven't played Ashura's Wrath. Like, there are still people who haven't played that, even though it's such a good game, and his power scaling is just insane, and everyone knows it now that Death Battle came out and everything. But there are still people who just haven't played it or just don't want to play it, which really sucks, because it's just better than God of War in every way, which is another game where power scaling doesn't really affect the story or anything. But my point is, power scaling does not affect whether a game is good or not, but the power scaling in Doom is really fun to do, because Doomslayer is absolutely busted, and Thera, the newest one, I would love to see more of her from Doom the Dark Ages, because her power scaling looks like it would be really fun to do too, because she has a literal god living inside of her, and it comes out as little tentacles. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it would be really fun to power scale that. But yeah, my point is, Doomslayer is busted, and it's fun to bring up in conversations. Yeah, I spent way too long talking about Doomslayer and how awesome he is and how good the Doom games are. Sorry about that. Everyone else got like around a minute up until the top 3 part of the list. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Now, this is the scientifically correct video, so if you say anything other than this list, then you are completely wrong. But in your own humble opinion, very humble, very unscientific opinion, I would like to hear y'all's thoughts. What do you think is the top 10 gaming franchises of all time? And also, if you don't want to, put that, just tell me what your favorite gaming franchise of all time is. Yeah, I think this was a fun video to make, like a really fun video, especially talking about Doom Guy. I might make a whole video just talking about the Doom franchise because I still have so much to say. I love Doom so much. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe and stay subscribed forever. You are now under my control. You are now the child of rain. I should start a cult. I really should. I keep on talking about it, but I keep on putting it on the back burner and everything. But I really need to just go ahead and do it. I could do really good as a cult. I need to get a good Kool-Aid recipe.